Peace, family. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, do me a favor, hit that subscription icon, hit that post notification bell and select all. That way you will be notified every time we go live or every time we do upload a video to this platform, okay? If you're interested in the reading, know that the website will be up sooner than later, man. Everything is happening in divine timing. Let me say it again. Everything is happening in divine timing. And believe me when I say I'm so excited, y'all, about even doing this, because it goes way beyond just letting you know who it is that's attacking you, but it's more so about giving you all of the reasons why it is that they're attacking you and reminding you about who it is that you are, okay? And so with that being said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this reading. Spirit, we ask that you come through and that you give clear and accurate information, and that the information that you give be not only honest but beneficial in terms of just giving us something that we could take with us throughout our day that would keep us 2 to 3 steps ahead of those that would like to come up against us in any way, form, or fashion. We ask that with the tools being given, that you would take this information and that you would put it into as a simple form as possible. Talk to me, Spirit. What is it that the collective needs to know? What is it that the collective needs to know? Got some new cards, y'all. Believe me when I say I got plenty of cards, y'all. I need to be really jumping into, to be honest. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yeah, somebody is trying to figure out how they can put some type of like cruelty on you. This person could be about 39 years of age. You could be about 39 years of age. But yeah, this person, from what I'm seeing, this is somebody, man, who's trying to send a spirit of death towards you. I can't make this up. Somebody is most definitely trying to figure out how it is that they can send like the spirit of death towards you. They could be also using like some type of, you could be seeing a lot of crows right now. Or, you know, we have to understand that if you see one specific crow, that could be an indication that somebody is trying to send like the spirit of death towards you. But if you're seeing multiple crows, that could also be an indication that the ancestors are around and they're watching you and they're guiding you. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about, you know, and you have to understand that when we get into like omens and things like that, nature's omens, this would be pertaining to how many you see could be a positive or a negative omen. But whoever this is, they're trying to send you some type of like cruelty. Somebody is trying to figure out how they can do some type of like cruelty to you. And they could also be working through like a bird's eye, using like animals to monitor you. Okay? What else do we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, they want to do this for some type of like luxury, y'all. This is somebody who's trying to live like a luxurious life. Okay? Excuse me if I stumble over my words, y'all, but yeah, this could most definitely be somebody who's doing this because they want to live some type of like life of luxury, some type of like luxurious life. So they want to cause you some type of ending. Somebody could be about 48 years of age. Somebody could be possibly 84 that's involved with this. Okay? But yeah, this is somebody who wants to live like a luxurious life, y'all. They want to live a life of luxury. Let me come my other light on. I apologize. Yeah, somebody trying to live a luxury life through your demise. Wow. It don't get no sillier than that. It don't get no sillier than that. And y'all see, man, like these cards are just coming out this way. It's plenty other ways that they could come out, but it's somebody who's most definitely trying to be cruel to you or figure out how it is that they could place some type of cruelty upon you, right? In order for them to live a life of luxury, okay? And it's given like, you know, it always goes back, y'all, to somebody who wants to come in, okay? Who wants to either been given some type of like fake offer, some type of illusion of, you know, and that's how you have to understand, that's how demonic energies work, okay? They offer you lives of luxury, right? Or they give you something that they feel like you're going to succumb to in order to bend to their will. And this is the energy that I'm getting. Or this could be just somebody who's just greedy, because, you know, it all goes back to what the readings have been coming up to, y'all. You know, somebody who just wants to steal something that belongs to you or was left to you in some way, form, or fashion. And in order to get this, they have to unalive you. Yeah. This could be somebody who's having fertility issues as well, y'all. I can't make it up. For this cruelty that they trying to place on you. Yeah, somebody who could be having fertility issues, man. Also somebody who's not very loving and submissive. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who could be saying that you're not very loving as well. But whoever this is somebody who doesn't believe in like being submissive. They don't believe in being loving, because people get the false concept of what submission is, okay? They think submission means that I should bow down to you and follow your guidance and whatever it is that you say, you should be able to dictate my pace, so on and so forth. No, that's not what submission is all about, okay? In my opinion, submission is all about the honoring and bringing balance. Yeah, I submit to my partner. I submit to my mother in ways that I know that there should be, you know, there's proper guidance, okay? Because this is someone who I know wholeheartedly follows the Most High. And since I know that they follow the Most High, then I'm going to submit to them, because I'm willing to believe or submit to their understanding, their way of thinking, because I know they have no ill intentions for me. You see what I'm saying? And it's vice versa, because we have to understand, especially when we're dealing with a relationship, y'all, it's not about us hovering over someone and thinking that we should rule over that person. No, it's about balance. It's about bringing balance, because life is all about balance. And this is why the sun shares the sky with the moons, because life is all about balance. Okay. But this is someone who does not believe in that. They would rather live a life of luxury rather than to love and submit to somebody. You see what I'm saying? Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this? What else do we need to know? I don't know why I'm here. I can't make you love me if you don't. And I can't make your heart feel something that it won't. See, whoever this is, you couldn't make this person love you. You see what I'm saying? It could have been that whoever you are, you was trying to make this person feel some things for you that this person was incapable of doing. They were incapable of doing it because they wanted to live a luxurious life. No matter what it is that they said to you, they wanted to live a luxurious life. Excuse me, y'all. A life of luxury. Okay? And so they would rather have that than to give you that love and to see you as a loving person. Whoever this is, man, they're in despair right now. They're having suicidal thoughts. Okay? This could have been somebody that wanted to have you in this energy. Somebody could be about 72 years of age. This could have most definitely be somebody who's in despair and having suicidal thoughts. Yeah. What else do we need to know, Spirit? They could have wanted you in that energy. They wanted you to go through a lot of despair, wanted you to be the one having suicidal thoughts. And even if you are, I want you to understand you have to raise your frequency up. What do I mean by that? You need to do something that makes you completely happy. If you like dancing, if you like singing, if you like praising the Most High, whatever it is that you need to do to raise your frequency back up, you need to raise it back up. Because as I've said on so many other occasions, in order for something to take root to you, they need to have you in a lower vibrational frequency. They need you angry all the time. They need you in an argumentative state all the time. They need you just thinking negative in general. They need you not resting. This is the energy that they need you in order for things to take root into your life. If you're vibing high, if you always laughing, joking, chilling, doing these type of things, it's hard for these things to take effect onto you. And like I say, this is why people like to, anyway, gang stalk you. Gang stalking is all about lowering your frequency. It's all about putting you in a state of fear. Because if they're not touching you from a physical standpoint and they're projecting energy towards you, they want to raise your frequency in order for that energy to take effect. All right? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Spirit, can you talk to me? Yeah. Notice all of these cards is from a demonic standpoint. Whoever this is, man, this is somebody who has a lot of demonic energy in them. And believe me when I say, like, they'll lie to you. They'll make it seem like they're not this type of person, but men lie, women lie, spirit don't lie. Your energy does not lie. Their energy doesn't lie. If you walk up on somebody and you feel that their energy is off, you already know that, it's some people that's good at cloaking it. Believe me when I say. But if you walk up on somebody and their energy, like you could tell by what a person speaks out their mouth, that's their mindset. If they talking about things from a loving perspective standpoint, that's their mindset on love. You see what I'm saying? If they're talking about something pertaining to a situation and it's negative, that's their mindset. Like, ain't nothing you can do, and even if it's in a joking manner. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Whoever you are, man, you somebody who knows the knowledge between good and evil. That's what this is. And I do get the feeling that this is somebody who does not know the knowledge of good and evil. Okay? This is like giving somebody, man, who was betrayed. This is giving a snake that came in, right? And told this person a lie in order to get them, this is giving Eve when she bit the apple, okay? This is somebody who has not yet awakened to the knowledge of good and evil, right? You see what I'm saying? This is somebody who's in their naive state, but you on the other end, you know that knowledge of good and evil. Therefore, you know what it is when you see it. Okay? Yeah, this is someone who's refusing to go through an ending and a rebirth, y'all. This is most definitely somebody who's refusing to allow endings to take place in their lives so that they will be able to go through that rebirth. You see what I'm saying? They're not allowing the ego death to take place. This is somebody, man, who won't admit things because they're in their ego. You see what I'm saying? And because they won't admit things because they're in their ego, they're refusing to go through the ego death that's necessary in order for them to have that rebirth. Okay? In order for them to learn. Like, this is what a dark night of the soul was about. Understand that. Many of you are being attacked. And like I always like to tell people, now let's not get this twisted, y'all. You have to understand, right, first and foremost, right, that attacks, right, can come from individuals. Majority of the time, they do come from individuals. People who jealous of you, people who want a destiny swap, people who just want to cause an ending out of jealousy, because in my opinion, jealousy is the root to all evil. It's one of them at least, starts with a jealous heart. You see what I'm saying? And so, or an envious heart. You know what I'm saying? You can allow somebody to come in, they can manipulate you in certain circumstances. But we have to understand that the dark night of the soul is all about lessons learned. It's all about going through an ego death. If you go through a dark night of the soul and you make it out, did you learn the lesson? Did you see the things that was meant for you to see while going through that dark night of the soul? While under attack, while going through these things? Did you see that person that was willing to sacrifice you during that dark night of the soul? You see what I'm saying? Did you see what it was that you did to cause this person, or why it was that this person got in that energy? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes spirit will put you through a dark night of the soul so that you would start to recognize the things that you weren't willing to see while you was living around in a world while you was chasing Tweety birds, should I say. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. What else do we need to know? Somebody could be about 66 years of age is involved with this as well. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, somebody doesn't like your intellectuality as well. This is somebody who's trying to stop you, or this could be somebody who acts like they're very intellectual, but they're not really intellectual. Somebody who knows a little something, but they not really on that level. This is giving like real misleading energy. But I feel like whoever this is somebody who does not like your intellectuality as well. They don't like that you're intelligent. And this is another reason why they treat you cruel, and they feel like your intelligence, whoever I'm talking to, your level of intelligence has allowed you to gain some type of life of luxury, okay? Or it is going to, and spirit just validated that, or it's going to put you in a state of gaining some type of life of luxury, and somebody does not like that. They want to be cruel to you for those specific reasons because they can't stand your intellectuality. And they're being, the fact that they're just acting like somebody acts so intelligent that they really believe that they're intelligent. This is the energy of this person, okay? When on the other hand, you're actually someone that's intellectual. You're someone that's actually intelligent. You see what I'm saying? And they could be saying that you're not who it is that you say you are. You're pretending. You don't know anything. You're acting like someone else. This is the energy of this person. You see what I'm saying? When in all actuality, they don't like that in your intellectuality, and it's teeing them off. It's teeing them off, and it's putting them in a place of wanting to be cruel to try to separate you from that, okay? Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Which is weirdo energy. If you don't like somebody's intellectuality, stay away from them. You know, it's obvious that you're not vibrating on that frequency at this point to where you want to learn, to where you're interested in those conversations. Me personally, I'm not gonna lie, I'm an Aquarius. So you know Aquarius that's what we do. I'm on the cuffs. I got both of those in me. But from that standpoint, you have to understand, like, Aquarius is, you're intellectual individuals as well. So you love intellectual conversations. You see what I'm saying? You thrive off of those. You love intellectual people. Like that's our energy, you know, amongst other things, right? But yeah, this is somebody who doesn't like that. I'm telling you, they really against that. Because as an Aquarius, man, I don't know. And I would say you have to understand that you have actually 3 different signs. So a lot of people just go off of their sun sign, but that's not the case. You know, you have 3 different signs. You have a sun sign, you have an ascending sign, and you have a moon sign, okay? And these are all, like, your sun sign is what people are going to get when they see you. This is what you're perceived to be, but in all actuality, this is not who you truly are. This is what people get. They may get you know what I'm saying? So what I mean by it is, like, if your Aquarius traits are some of the traits that you have, but that's not your whole essence, okay? This is not the whole you. You know, your ascending sign would be who it is that you truly, like, who you are, the things that people don't know about you and they don't see about you. Then your moon sign will be more of who it is that you would be in a relationship wise, in love, your emotional side. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, this is somebody who, in my opinion, does not really know who it is that they are. They don't know who they are. You see what I'm saying? But when we get into an Aquarius energy, we don't follow the crowd. You see what I'm saying? We've never been, that's not in our energy. We walk to the own beat of our own drum, which means that we do what we want, how we want to do it. You know, and I'm not saying like in a boisterous way, but we do it. We don't care about the opinions, the thoughts of others. We don't care about what's trending and how it is that they're doing it. We move to our own beat. You see what I'm saying? Well, you don't like this person. Well, I got to figure out, do I like this person? Now, I'm not going to not like this person because you don't like this person. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to not like somebody because you don't like them. I need to figure out what it is to this person that I may not like. And I'm not looking for those things, but I'm leaving it up to my own thought process. You see what I'm saying? Fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like them, stay away from them. But if I'm cool with them, then guess what? I'm going to kick it with them. And if you don't like that, you ain't got to rock with me. It is what it is. You just showing me your true colors. Talk to me, Spirit. What else we need to know about this? Okay? But this is somebody who most definitely doesn't like your intellectuality. What else do we need to know? Yeah, and this is somebody who's intellectually lucid. Like they don't even bro, they not really as who they say they are. They not like, they give off a little something, maybe something that they heard somebody else say or something like that. Yeah, this could be somebody who has a desire for knowledge. Okay? But in my opinion, I'm getting that whoever this is, they want to bring some type of cruelty. They want to stop you from seeking knowledge as well. Okay? They want to stop you from seeking knowledge because they know your desire for knowledge is going to bring in some form of luxury for you. It's going to bring in some type of like comfortable life of living for you, you know, while you here. And so this is somebody who's most definitely trying to bring some type of like cruelty to that. Okay? Yeah, this could be somebody who's very prejudiced toward that. Towards you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't want you to have this life of luxury. This is somebody who does not want you to live a certain way. Yeah, you're about to be liberated from this though. Whoever you are, you're being liberated from this cruelty. Whatever is going on in your life, y'all, I'm telling you, it's coming to an end. Yeah, it's a brother-in-law. This is a brother-in-law you're being liberated from. This brother-in-law came up in my reading yesterday. Now, I want you to understand, this could be somebody that your sister's married to, if you are a man. This could be somebody that your brother is married. Well, I would say a brother-in-law. So this would be somebody that your sister could be married to. This could be somebody that you're married to, their brother, okay? This could be somebody that a father or something. But in opinion, if it's a brother-in-law of yours, this is somebody that either a sister of yours is married to, or somebody that you're married to, okay? You're being liberated, okay? So it's given that this brother-in-law is heavily jealous of you, okay? Or if you're in a same-sex marriage, or if you have a family member that you're in a same-sex marriage, that's in the same-sex marriage, then this could be like, that as well, all right? But at the same time, yeah, this person is having this person is going through a lot of despair right now. Whoever this brother-in-law is, they're going through a lot of despair right now. They're having suicidal thoughts and everything. You're being liberated from this, because believe me when I tell you, this person came up against the wrong one. Yeah. And see, I tell y'all all the time. Sometimes the Most High and your spiritual team will allow you to be attacked. Allow those attacks to take place in your life in order for you to begin to awaken to the fact that this is really happening. Because when we get into things like Disney Channel, and we get into Hollywood movies, they'll make you think that this stuff does not really exist. Magic is not a real thing. Gang stalking. These are things that only happen on television. But this is happening in real life. And whoever this brother-in-law is, when I say they're in trouble, they suffering a lot of despair right now. They having suicidal thoughts. This might be the ending for them. But let's hope that they recover. Let's hope that they make it through this situation. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about this is a grander situation. This is finna be sweet, y'all. This is music. This is gonna be music to somebody's ear. I cannot lie. For you, this is finna be music to somebody's ear. Right? I can't make it up. Yeah, you about to get some type of fortune and fame. And this could have been somebody, man. I'm telling you, man, whoever you are, the knowledge that you're doing, or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're planning, or your knowledge of a situation or something that you can do is about to put you in a position to gain you some type of fortune or fame. And this person wanted to cause you some type of despair. They wanted you to have suicidal thoughts so that they can gain some type of fortune and fame, okay? And they were trying to stop you from getting in this. The whole time, this is what's being brought in, and this is going to be music to your ears. This is going to be music to your ears, whoever you are. I cannot make it up. Somebody was thinking that they was bigger than the Most High and your spiritual team, and that's just not the case. I'm telling y'all what I know. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know, Spirit? Because I don't want to hold y'all, but like I say, I am a teacher, y'all. So I teach, and I don't want to, I have to make you, I want you to understand. I want you to walk away with the understanding of what's going on. Yeah, this person was given some type of false promises, y'all. I cannot make it up. Whoever this person is that wanted to be cruel to you and to stop you from gaining some type of desire for knowledge, somebody lied to them. They gave them false promises to make them believe that they would gain some type of fame or fortune. If they could yeah. Somebody made them feel like if they could stop you or whatever they did to you, they would gain some type of fame or fortune, okay? It could be a feminine energy that's involved with this. This person is most definitely sick. Okay? So I don't know if it's a feminine energy. Okay, excuse me, I apologize. A famine. Somebody is going through a famine right now. I'm talking about whoever this is, they ain't got nothing coming. This brother-in-law has nothing coming in right now. Okay? They could have been trying to put some type of sickness on you. This brother-in-law could actually be sick, okay? Especially if they decided that they wanted to go do put a curse on you. If they was trying to project that towards you, this is why they in their energy, okay? If they was working with somebody that should not have been working with, if they was behind the scenes lighting any candles on you in any way, form, or fashion, they shouldn't have been doing it to begin with, okay? Because this ain't what you have to understand. When we get into energy, it's not meant to be done for those reasons. It's not. and unbeknownst to yourself, when you participate in those type of things, it opens up a door for you to invite in those evil energies. Okay? You shouldn't be doing that. Like, you know, just going out saying, oh, well, this person, I don't like the way that they talk to me. I don't like what they said. And so I'm going to hex them. You're working with dark and demonic energies to hex a person anyway, especially if you call and know shit. You see what I'm saying? And so you're opening up a doorway to invite those energies inside of your space, your aura, which is your energy field. You see what I'm saying? And you can cleanse, but you still participating in that energy, and you're inviting those energies inside of your space. And you have to understand a lot of these dark energies are more so like trickster spirits. Okay? But it is a balance. This is the balance. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this situation? Yeah, this person is going through a famine. And when I say a famine, they're going through a point in their lives to where they're having and they're losing everything. You know, a famine, when we get into biblical context, talks about the land being dry and desolate, you know, where there's no rain and the ground is not yielding food anymore. You see what I'm saying? So this is what this person is going through. They're having no abundance in their life, not to mention they're sick. They're having a lot of sick thoughts as well. You know, this person is having a lot of suicidal thoughts, you know? Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? They could be physically sick, suffering from sicknesses. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Okay. Yeah, you about to have some type of new beginnings, man. Whoever you are, you about to have some type of new beginnings. And I feel like whoever this brother-in-law was, this is somebody who's trying to gain some type of liberation as well from this sickness that he has going on. But you're gaining some type of liberation from this person. And this brother-in-law most definitely wants a new beginning. Okay? Somebody, whoever you are, your desire for knowledge and whatever it is that you learn, even if it's from a spiritual standpoint, it doesn't have to be a spiritual standpoint, but whatever it is that you're learning, okay, is about to get ready to bring you in some type of new beginning. Okay? This is bringing in music to your ear, okay? Somebody, you've learned some type of knowledge of good and evil, and it's about to bring some things in for you. I can't make it up, okay? But this person right here, he wants some type of new beginning. He wants to let go of this anger that he has for you, okay? Yeah, somebody could be doing some type of like rituals or ceremony. And this person, I told you, I can't make it up. This brother-in-law was doing some type of rituals and ceremonies to bring some type of like cruelty in towards you. They was working with somebody, okay? They could even be trying to get rituals and ceremonies done. This brother-in-law energy could be trying to get rituals and ceremonies done to liberate them from whatever energy that they're in right now, from being sick, from despair, from having suicidal thoughts as well. Okay, and yeah, they was doing this, bro, to most definitely like be cruel to you, bro. I can't make it up. They was doing rituals, y'all. What did I say to y'all? You invite these negative energies inside of your space when you start to do these type of things. You need to wake up. What else do we need to know? Okay. Yeah, somebody is somebody is about to be very renowned. You're about to be famous and renowned around here. I cannot make it up. Somebody is about to live a life of luxury. This is about to be music to your ear, man. This could be, and I'm gonna tell you what I feel like. Whoever this brother-in-law is behind the scenes, they could be trying to do some type of like spiritual work to try to bring in some type of like fortune and fame and fortune for themselves. Somebody wants to have, like, they're doing money rituals. They're doing things to try to balance out their finances. And it's given like whoever this was, it's possible that they could have been trying to attack your finances. Okay? And that went right back to them. Whoever this is, they could be trying to attack your finances. This is giving somebody who could want to most definitely be like you. They can aspire to be like you. Okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody is trying to gain some type of relief from some type of like demonic energy, some type of covenant they was participating in. Yeah, this person could have been working with like a father figure or somebody like that, maybe even a politician, somebody who was in like an area of politician. For some of y'all, it could be a father. Yeah, they trying to bring balance back to this. They trying to bring balance back to this. I cannot lie. This could be somebody who's changing their whole thought process. They no longer want to talk down on you. They could want to speak like up on you now, speak positive. But we talking about this brother-in-law. I cannot make this up because this brother-in-law was the leader of this, especially with the Emperor card coming out. This was somebody who started this, initiated this, who thought that they was going to get away with this. This is what this is. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? Okay? Was throwing rocks and hiding their hands behind the scenes. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah. Yeah, somebody is trying to, somebody is undertaking and completing the mission. Somebody was most definitely trying to get this. Right now, they trying to get this mission completed with this ritual and ceremony that they was doing. They was most definitely trying to take you out the way. They was trying to stop you from completing some type of mission that you had coming in that was going to bring you some type of like fortune and fame in, okay? They wanted you to be in despair. They wanted you to have suicidal thoughts, okay? They didn't want you to know the knowledge of good and evil. And whoever this was, I'm telling you, man, they was giving false promises. Somebody told this person that if they could, in some way, form or fashion, knock you off, they would get some type of fame, fortune, luxury. They didn't have any knowledge of this, though, you know? And in my opinion, like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. And a lot of people in the spiritual community, and this is because they know really nothing about spirituality. They don't know how the church, especially when we get into the African church, and I'm not speaking to nobody who's not a part of like the African way of life, right? But that is a form of spirituality. It comes from African traditional spirituality. That's their way of worshiping. This is why when you go into churches, certain churches, you see, like if you go into a European form of church and then you go into an African church, you're going to see the way that they praise and they worship is different. Okay? You see people when it's like the whole setup is different from the choir, because most European churches don't have choirs. I mean, I've went to one European church in my life because, my father went to one. But other than that, they don't have choirs and they don't understand the necessity of choirs to praise and worship, or, the enchantment of choiring. You see what I'm saying? But it's just different, okay? I'm just saying all that to say, whoever this is, they've never been to a church. That's the introduction to that spirituality. They've never been introduced to praise and worshiping, so they don't have the knowledge. They was never even introduced to that knowledge. They was never even taught the knowledge of good and evil to begin with, to even be looking for demonic energies. This is what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, somebody got a fountain of wisdom, man. You have a fountain of wisdom, and it's bringing in new beginnings for you. While this person is going through a lot of sickness, I cannot lie. Whoever you are, you got a lot of new beginnings coming in, man. It's going to bring I'm talking about good news into your life. Like, this is going to be like music to your ears, man. And this is because you've learned the knowledge of good and evil. You see what I'm saying? You had to go through this. Whoever you are, you had to learn this. Like, you had to go through all of the gang stalking, through all of the demonic attacks and all of that in order for you to gain that knowledge of good and evil. This is something that you had to go through. This is a process that you had to suffer through. But it's going to bring in music to your ear, new beginnings. And, because you have more knowledge, it's going to bring you in some type of fortune. Like, you're going to be established in life. While whoever this person is, bro, they're having despair. This brother-in-law, I can't make it up. They're suffering from a lot of despair. They're trying to be liberated from this despair while you're being liberated from it. And they're suffering like a lot of desolate in their life. They're having nothing come their way. They're sick, especially with the suicidal thoughts. That's a state of sickness. This is what they wanted for you, okay? Yeah. And if they were gaining some type of knowledge, they only had this desire of knowledge to gain luxury. They only wanted to become wealthy. So if this is someone who was participating in energy or rituals, they was doing it specifically to gain money. There was no form of honoring or honor in it. They was willing to even attack you for it, for a false promise. And that's sick. That's sick. Yeah, talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? That's sick energy, man. I told you it's a way to do this, and it's a way to get fucked up for doing it. Talk to me, Spirit. Some people, and you have to understand, like, if you ain't called to this, you don't have the right to do it. You know, when we go back into certain cultures, everybody wasn't called to do this, so they had to go to a specific person. They would go to the shamans to do it. You see what I'm saying? The leader and the teachers of the community to do that. Because a shaman is somebody who was given the authority via the spiritual realm to interconnect with demonic energies or dark energies as well as light energies. Okay? They were chosen to teach these things as well as do them for others. And whoever this is, they didn't have the permission to do this to begin with because they're not chosen to do specifically that. I'm a shaman myself, y'all. Okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Somebody is, man, trying to gain some type of restitution, man. They're doing rituals for some type of restitution. Okay? If I'm not mistaken, I think restitution means like they're trying to give back. They're trying to like gain forgiveness. Okay? This is somebody who's trying to gain some type of forgiveness for something that they did. Give me a minute. I'm going to look up this word, y'all. I apologize. This is somebody who's most definitely trying to gain some type of like restitution. Trying to gain some type of forgiveness for the acts that they pulled on you. Hey, this camera nosy, y'all. I apologize. Yeah. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Too late to apologize. Too late. Spirit is saying it's too late. Around. Or you might be about to gain some type of restitution as well from what I'm seeing. And your restitution is going to be fame and fortune. Let me see. Let me look into this, y'all. I apologize. Yeah. Okay, no. Yeah, somebody, whoever you are, you about to be repaid. I can't make this up. You about to gain some type of restitution. Restitution is the payment of damages or expenses incurred by a victim as a direct result of a crime. So whatever crimes that was done to you by this person, you about to gain some type of restitution from it. They could have been trying to gain. They did this for restitution themselves, though. Okay? They trying to gain some type of new beginning so that they can have some type of like something gained. They wanted something gained, but you're about to get gain from this, which is going to be some type of fame, fortune, and it's going to be like the gaining of institution against the knowledge as well, because you had to gain knowledge. Some of y'all, I told you the dark night of the soul was for you to gain knowledge. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, because whoever you are, man, like I get the energy that whoever you are, knowledge comes easy to you. Knowledge comes easy to you, and I feel like your spiritual team is about to most definitely give you some type of like knowledge. It's going to come easy to you, the knowledge of how to gain this fortune and fame. Okay. And I do believe it was somebody that was doing some type of rituals to even get this to come in. But if you haven't, I guarantee you, whoever you are, your spiritual team is about to give you the knowledge, or they're going to send you to somebody who can show you how to properly do the right rituals and ceremonies to bring in some type of like restitution for yourself. Okay? Because you deserve it after everything that you've been through. All right? I might be one of them people. Okay? But whoever you are, you're finna gain some type of notoriety for this. I might be one of them people that's going to teach you this. Make sure y'all, I'm telling you, make sure you subscribe to the website when it come up, because I got a lot of knowledge over there that's going to be good for y'all as well. You feel me? What else do we need to know about this, Spirit? Yeah. Somebody was giving false promises, though. This is somebody who was like, the devil really tempted this person, y'all. I can't make it up. The devil really tempted this person with false promises. They told whoever this was, this brother-in-law, and whoever this person was working with, they told them that they was going to get fame and fortune. I cannot make it up. Excuse me. They could have promised their ass a book deal. a movie series or something like that. But whatever the case may be, they told this person that they were going to have some type of fame and fortune. And that's how the devil tricks you. See, had you took your ass to church on them Sundays, right? Your ass would have, and look, we can get into this. I'm gonna just say that, but I'll just say this: had you had a parent that was dragging you to church, you would have known that the devil was a liar. There's no truth in him. There's no truth in him. Therefore, can't nothing nobody can do for you that you can't do for yourself. Could be a child that was involved with this, a male child. Talk to me, spirit. There's no truth in the devil, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gaining some type of justice, man. Your desire for knowledge, man, has brought in some type of new beginnings for you, and it's about to bring you in justice. Whoever you are. I cannot make it up. Justice is on the way. You gaining justice right now, man. Okay? You gaining justice right now. Man, whoever this was, man, I'm telling you, man, you gaining justice for this. They was giving false hopes. And I believe that they starting to realize that now. Talk to me, spirit. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? I'm gonna keep it real with you. People don't understand, man, that tough guy image, man, that shit need to go out the window, man. It needs to go out the window. Like, ain't no need to be tough out here. Whoever this is somebody who's very prideful, man. They could be still trying to do some type of ritual to complete this mission. Whatever it is that they said that they was gonna do, they still trying to do this behind the scenes. Okay, they're doing ritual ceremonies behind the scene to gain some type of fame or fortune. They trying to complete this because they're prideful. This is somebody who's very prideful. Still thinking that they're gonna get some type of fame and fortune. Dragging themselves down the rabbit's hole. Further. Into the pit of hell. Talk to me, spirit. What else do we need to know about this, man? What else do we need to know? There's somebody who's dragging themselves right down that hole. They still trying to get it done. You know what they say? Stay down until you come up, or until you die. This is somebody who's gonna lose their life, y'all, out of pride. I can't make it up. This brother-in-law is going to lose their life out of pride, y'all. Yeah, and spirit is saying you gaining justice, man. This is fruitless labor. This is something that they cannot win from. It's fruitless labor, y'all. They cannot win from this. Them, they little crew, whoever they working with, they cannot win from this. Somebody could be about 30 years of age that's involved with this as well. In their 30s. This brother-in-law could be in their 30s. Ain't no telling. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, this is fruitless labor, y'all. Somebody thought that they was going to gain a life of luxury. Bro, do you think that you can just... Bro, something like this, for me, that's a retarded thought process for me. And the reason I say that, y'all, is because, why do you think that you deserve something for nothing? You know? When we get in the biblical context, it says a man that does not work does not eat. Why do you feel like you unaliving somebody, bringing somebody to their demise deserves you some type of life of luxury? In your thought process, where does that even click in at? I don't know why spirit said organ harvesting. Okay, somebody thought that they was going to get some type of money, right, off of your organs. This is what this is. This is what this is. They could have been working with a little organ harvesting ring, okay? But yeah, this is fruitless labor. Spirit is saying, whoever this is, like, bro, you finna gain, like, bro, some type of restitution from this. This is somebody who's working. They doing this for no reason at all, y'all. I can't make it up. Them still, like, out of their stubbornness, out of pride, still trying to do missions to undertake this, still running to get spiritual work done. It's fruitless labor. They made an error in thinking that they could even do this anyway. I can't make it up, bro, but it was all done out of jealousy, out of hate, out of greed. This is where this was all done from, y'all. I can't make it up. Spirit, what else do we need to know about this situation? Man, bro, how could you ever succumb to that thought process. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you're gaining some type of like restitution. And I feel like whoever you are, you're about to gain some type of communication about this. It's restitution with the Page of Swords coming out. That means that whoever this person is was attacking you, trying to be cruel from you, and you're gaining restitution from it. This could have been about 18 people that was involved with this. Okay? Or it could have been more, about a group of 69. They could have been a part of some type of like cult or something like that. These people was being charged up. Yeah, they in deep regret. They were trying to cause you some type of loss for some type of like life of luxury. And Spirit is saying that if they were smart, they would stop while they was ahead. They were trying to cause you a loss, and now they in deep regret. It could have been that they lost a few people along the way. Some people lost. It was some lives that was lost along the way. Somebody is trying to remain headstrong, but they can't stop from crying. They cannot stop from crying. And this was all being done so that they could gain a life of luxury. This was all being done so that they could gain a life of luxury, y'all. I can't make it up. Yeah, now they going through famine and sickness, trying to gain some type of new beginning and playing innocent about it. Yeah, whole time they having like suicidal thoughts, going through a lot of despair. They still playing innocent. They don't understand that the truth is the only thing that shall ever set you free. Somebody will never do that because they don't want to be figured out. They've taken oaths as well, y'all. That oath finna dig their ass in the dirt. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah, somebody that was not a divine partner of yours was involved with this. You're going to gain some type of justice from this person. Yeah, because of their pride as well. This is somebody who did not know the knowledge of whoever this person was that you was with, who you thought was a divine partner. This is somebody, man, who did not know the knowledge of good and evil. I cannot make it up. This is somebody who did not know that. They didn't know the knowledge of good and evil. They didn't know. They could not recognize the devil when they seen it. And when they did see it, they could have just succumbed to that because in their mind, they felt like the devil was more powerful than the Most High. There could have been events that took place in their life that made them feel this way. They felt like the devil was more powerful than the Most High. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah. Somebody is trying to figure out how it is that they can get out of some type of, they're trying to gain wisdom to figure out how it is that they can get out of some type of legal issues that they're having right now as well. But the knowledge that they're trying to gain to get out of this is not coming easy for them. Yeah. Somebody is trying to stop you from gaining some type of restitution as well from some type of court system. I cannot make it up. Whoever you are, I'm telling you, this is you finna get your restitution in the justice system. I'm hearing lawsuits and everything. It's something about intuition, man. Yeah, somebody they could be trying to knock you off because of your intuition, because of your gifts. They want to send somebody in and pow you now. This is the plan, y'all. Okay, yeah, so that they can steal some type of land or property from you. They want to, like I'm telling you, they could be working with somebody else. There's more people that's involved with this. But somebody is trying to steal something. They strategizing right now on how it is that they could try to unalive you because your intuition is just too strong. So they really want to send somebody in to try to really hit you in your top. Okay? Give you a home going. And this could be for land and property. Yeah, this is family. They could be working with family as well, y'all. Don't think that they won't. Yeah. They trying to gain knowledge on how it is that they can do this. Somebody is trying to gain knowledge on how it is that they can do this. I can't make it up. That's a validation. What else do we need to know? Yeah, this brother was attacking you, man. This brother-in-law. Yes, I'm telling you, whoever this is about this twin flame, this person who wasn't a twin flame, this person could be sick. Now they trying to have some type of new beginning. They going through a state of sickness. They're going through a state of like famine in their life to where they don't have anything. This is a false twin flame, y'all. Now they want some type of new beginning and they're trying to figure out how it is that they can gain some type of new beginning. Whoever this person was, they was working with this twin flame. They was working with this brother-in-law and they could be trying to gain some type of liberation because I'm getting that these two were attacking you. Okay? They were attacking you. A false twin flame and a brother-in-law was attacking you. Now they're trying to gain some type of liberation. They was doing this because they thought that they was going to gain some type of luxury. Yeah, they trying to gain some. They both could be having like some type of like suicidal thoughts right now. They could be in a state of despair as well. They both playing innocent about it. And they both sick as hell right now, low key. They may not tell it, but they mentally sick, or it's something going on with them, but they both having dry spells over their life right now. I cannot make it up, okay? It could be a child that's involved with this, y'all. I can't make it up. Could be a child that's involved with it between these two. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this? Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody, man, you're about to have double for your trouble. Yeah, I cannot make it up. They wanted to cause you a loss when it came to your finance. They wanted you to be juggling it. But with the 2 of coins coming in the upright, man, I can tell you, man, somebody, you about to gain double for your trouble. This is about to be like music to your ears. I cannot make it up. While they go through this state of despair, this is going to be like music to your ears. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? So this brother was working with somebody that you was in a relationship with. It could be a child involved between these two. And they were working to attack you on the low. They were working to attack you on the low. Yeah, you gain some type of restitution. Whoever you are, you're about to be in the King of Pentacles energy. You're about to have some type of fame and fortune, bro. You're about to be very abundant, very stable in your life. Okay? Whether you're a man or a woman, you're about to be very abundant and very stable in your life. And this could be something that's going to be paid out to you via some type of like legal issues, because I feel like whoever you are, you're about to get ready to have some type of lawsuits that's going to come out when it comes to these people. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you're a wounded warrior. You're overcoming something. You persevered all of these attacks that was made on you from this manipulator person. Somebody could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio that was involved with this. But yeah, you know, they were giving some type of like false promises. This person that you thought that was the divine partner as well, and as his brother-in-law that was working together, they was giving some type of false promises. Now they ass got court issues, court situations. If they don't, they're going to have it, and they're trying to figure out how it is that they can get out of this. I can't make it up. Yeah, this was somebody who was determined to attack you, to cause like just all type of like obstacles. They wanted to place all type of obstacles in your life. They was working together. They was working together, man. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah, I can't make this up, man. They had a coven. They was working with a coven. They thought that this coven was going to bring them in some type of new beginnings. And now that the whole coven is going through famine and sickness right now. And this is because of your fountain of wisdom, because of the things that you learned along the way of your journey. Now they're trying to gain some type of relief from this. They're trying to gain some type of relief from this. This is why they want, and somebody feels like if they can attack you, attack your intuition, if they can knock you off, then they can gain relief from this situation, but it's not going to happen. They don't understand. And this is me trying to make you understand, right, that these group of people are really silly. They silly. If you go back to a lot of my readings, you are already under investigation. You're under investigation. You're being watched by the feds. Ditto, dumbass. You're being watched by the feds. Everything is it's already out there. I don't care if you unalive somebody, it's really going down. Stick a fork in them. You hear what I'm saying? It's really going down. But they feel like they can gain at least some type of relief from this famine and sickness that they're going through, as well as being relieved from some type of like deal that they made with this coven. This twin flame and this brother-in-law. Or this false twin flame that you was with. Talk to me, Spirit. It's not, it could be a brother and somebody that a brother-in-law and somebody that he's married to. That could be a false twin flame. Take it as it resonates. But I'm picking up on this could have been more so somebody that you was dealing with. I'm not lying. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody was trying to like gain some type of new opportunities. But whoever you are, your intuition is bringing you in some type of new opportunities. I cannot lie. If you're a reader or something like that, you got new opportunities coming in. Yeah, I'm talking about it's allowed you to relieve you from some type of like maybe some type of addictions that you may have had, some type of attacks from some type of dark energy that you could have had as well. Yeah, I'm telling you, from this person who wanted to, your star quality, man, like it's balance being brought back to this. I cannot make it up. What else do we need to know? Yeah, this is justice coming in for you. This is justice coming in for you. Balance being brought back to the situation. It could have been somebody that was a Libra involved with this as well. Can't make it up. Yeah, Aquarius, Libra. Yeah, but Spirit wanted me to know something for sure. Yeah, somebody going through some type of famine or sickness. They trying to gain relief from this situation right now. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. It's going down. It's going down. What else do we need to know, Spirit? It's going down because you around. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody was traveling to somebody to gain some type of wisdom of how it is that they can get out of this situation. This brother-in-law and this whoever this twin flame is, this false twin flame that they dealing with or you was dealing with, they was traveling to somebody to see how it is that they can get some type of like ceremony done, ritual or ceremony done. If this ain't a brother-in-law of yours, like I said, it could be a brother-in-law of somebody that your father involved with. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that's a brother-in-law to a family. If it's not that, okay? But whoever this was, them and they false twin flame, okay, was traveling to get some type of ritual or ceremony done. They was trying to gain some type of wisdom of how it is that they can get out of this and gain some type of restitution. When it comes from this court situation, whoever you are, you got something coming from the courts. I cannot make it up. You have something heavy coming from this courts. Talk to me, Spirit. Yeah, this is man, I'm telling you, man, Spirit say this is the truth. You got restitution coming in. You speaking some type of truth about this. And I'm telling you, man, somebody is trying to attack your power. This is about to bring you in not only restitution, but it's about to give you some type of fame and fortune. I cannot make it up. It's about to give you some type of your truth is causing all type of despairs with this little organization. I cannot make it up. You could be speaking some type of truth about these people being determined to attack you, trying to attack you, as well as other things. I can't make it up. What else do we need to know, Spirit? This is information that could not be made up. Whatever you doing is about to put you in a good situation. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody is paying for this. This person was traveling and paying for this to try to stop you from speaking some type of truth. They were trying to gain some type of wisdom, all right? And whoever this is, like I told you, they're adamant about trying to complete a mission. They're trying to get this done by any means necessary, and it's fruitless. It's fruitless labor. They running back and forth, and they don't, like right now, for those who are the cross watchers, for those who are listening in to me as I do my message, they still don't believe it. They hard-headed, y'all. They still don't believe it. After everything that they've done to no avail, they still don't believe that them traveling, spending a lot of money, plotting behind your back is doing nothing more than digging themselves a grave. They digging themselves a hole for themselves to fall into. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, that's Psalms 35. Yeah, they digging a hole for themselves, man. Let the hole that they dig for you to fall in be one for themselves. It's a prayer of David. Somebody could be praying Psalms 35. If you don't, you most definitely want to pray Psalms 35, and that's gonna be a part of, like, I ain't gonna get too much. I got people that want to steal my shit, y'all, but I'm gonna teach you how to really overcome some shit, to call justice into your life. Rock with me the long way, and I guarantee you're gonna start to see yo. For those of you who may be in the beginning, this is why the Spirit guided you here to me, because they know the path that I walked through. I'm qualified for this. Let's go. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? You know I'm qualified for this. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody is paying for somebody. This could be somebody that's younger. They could be doing this behind the scenes. This is somebody who's trying to gain some type of wisdom or knowledge to be relieved from this coven, this cult, or this demonic energy, some type of addictions that they have. They're going through a famine and a sickness as well, man. Yeah, they trying to really attack your knowledge as well, your intuition too. Okay, somebody's trying to most definitely be strong right now. They want to control you, but see, here's the thing. You're led by spirit. You're led by spirit. Whoever you are, you're chosen. You have some type of mark of divinity on you. This is a path that you were supposed to walk, and everything that you went through or are going through at this time was necessary for you to go through so that you would wake up, so that you would learn the knowledge and to be able to move ahead. I can't make it up. Yeah, this is fruitless. Whoever this is, these people, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I can guarantee you these people was in some type of like, and I'm not talking like, understand that this is a joke, y'all. These are slow learners. Let me just say that. They slow learners, y'all. They made cookies. They was in the classes where they made cookies, okay? They made the cookies, y'all. I can't make it up, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, whoever you are, you in the spotlight, you already gaining some type of notoriety from whatever it is that you're doing. But if you're not, this is going to put you in the spotlight. You're going to be crying tears of joy. Like, this is going to gain you a lot of love. Whoever you are, you can have a lot of love coming from you right now. Angel number 144 on the comment section. Whoever you, was on the clock as I said that. Whoever you are a part of the 144,000. You're an earth angel, a chosen one, a star seed. Yeah, you're about to gain restitution for whatever it is that this coven did to you. These demonic energies did to you. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you're ascending. Whoever you are ascending. You're growing, and you're going to gain for your growth. You're gaining restitution for your growth. But somebody was most definitely trying to pay for some type of knowledge too, so that they can ascend, but to also try to knock you off. This coven, this brother-in-law, this fake ass false twin that you could have been dealing with, or they're involved with, whatever the case may be, or this brother-in-law, whoever this person is that's considered to be a brother-in-law, right? Okay? They was trying to knock you off. Now they ass in deep regret. They was trying to cause you some type of like regret. I can't make it up. Talk to me, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this situation? Yeah, now I'm telling you, somebody was literally paying somebody to knock you off for speaking some type of light. And this could have been family with the Four of Swords coming out as well. And you about to gain justice. They could have been working with family and friends as well, y'all. We know how this go. People would do anything for money and false power. Yeah. They paid somebody some big money to knock you off because you speaking about this. Whoever you are, you're speaking about this, about them traveling to gain some type of opportunities in their lives, man. I can't make it up. You speaking about this. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Yeah, could have been a wife that was involved that's still paying somebody to try to unalive you. This person is very prideful, and they paying like a lot of money to have this done. This is somebody that's very, very prideful, y'all. This wife could be working with a brother-in-law. Now, if this ain't yours, this could be the wife of somebody else. If this ain't your husband, for the goddesses out there, this could be the wife of somebody else's. You understand? But they're traveling. They're helping somebody. They could even pay somebody to travel, giving somebody money who is actually traveling to get this done, for somebody to attack you to ultimately cause you some type of ending. They want to cause you a death. But Spirit is saying this is fruitless labor. This is fruitless labor. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, man. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know? We're going to take this one and then we're going to check up out of here, y'all. I don't want to hold y'all too long. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, somebody got to walk away from this. I told y'all this is fruitless labor. With the Eight of Cups coming out, this is fruitless labor. This is fruitless labor. They have to walk away from the hard work. Everything that they did, they got to walk away from this, y'all. Okay? From this, whatever it was that they was trying to give you to, not give you some gifts that they was trying to hold on to, because this is dealing with gifts too. Okay? This is something coming from the court system as well. Okay? So if this ain't your wife, this could be the wife of a father that's working with a brother-in-law. You see what I'm saying? This could be like whatever the case may be. If this ain't your like wife, or y'all get what I'm saying. Make it fit where it fit. If it don't apply, then let it fly. But whoever this was, they got to walk away from being greedy, because this is fruitless labor. I cannot make it up. This is fruitless labor. They doing it for nothing. Okay? And it's causing a lot of loss in their lives. It's causing a lot of loss in their lives. For some of y'all, this could most definitely be a mother-in-law that's working with a brother-in-law. Somebody that she thought was a false twin flame. For some of y'all, this could be a wife of yours that you thought was a twin flame that's working with a brother-in-law. Somebody that could be married to a sister. They could have a child involved with this. But in any event, it's most definitely a child involved with this, and they're playing innocent about this. But see, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Yeah, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So just keep on standing in your power, doing whatever it is that you need to do, and everything is going to work out fine for you, whoever this is resonating with it, right? But with that being said, look, y'all, if I said anything that resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that like button up, and if you can, do not hesitate to donate to the channel. Like I said, when the website do get up, man, your donations will help somebody who's going through such of a financial struggle because they're having a tax placed on them to where they can get the work that they need, or they can get the help that they need to overcome. We need to learn how to work as a community. That's the problem, y'all. Like, while, this is while, it is financial gain, but we need to learn how to work together. Each one teach one. You see what I'm saying? And we need to learn how to help each other raise our frequencies up. Why? Because your enemies, or our enemies as a collective, is working as a community to come up against us while we stand alone. And we should not have to stand alone. We should not have to stand alone. Instead, we should be working as a community the same way they can. If we can help another person, we should be helping them. All right? And so with that being said, y'all, look, I want to thank my spiritual team for always coming through, for giving, clear and accurate information and being willing to do so on a day-to-day basis. And I ask that the Most High continuously bless them with the energy that they need in order to continuously do this on a day-to-day basis. And I just want to leave you guys as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashe.